You've seen it 100 times before. A tidy, flat diagram of our solar system. The Sun in the middle. 8 planets spinning neatly around it, like marbles on a record player. It's everywhere. In science textbooks, classroom posters, even children's cartoons. But what if I told you that image is a lie? What lies above and below our solar system isn't just different. It completely shatters everything we thought we knew about the structure of space itself. And the fact that this truth has been quietly ignored for decades, that might be the most unsettling part of all. Welcome to Mysterious Universe, where we peel back the simplified models and step into the vast unspoken layers of our reality. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and stay with us, because what you're about to discover might just change the way you see our place in the cosmos forever. See, we've been taught to picture the solar system as flat, a spinning dinner plate with everything neatly confined to a plane called the ecliptic. But that's not the whole truth. It's not even half. Planets don't align perfectly. Comets plunge in from directions that textbooks never mention. And above and below that planetary plane, there are massive, almost mythical structures, cosmic walls, spherical clouds, invisible boundaries that dwarf everything we've ever been told about. Why aren't we taught this in school? Why does popular science gloss over the terrifying, three-dimensional complexity of our true solar environment? In this video, we're not just revisiting the solar system. We're zooming out, way out, past the orbital plane, beyond the asteroid belt, through the Oort Cloud, into the Heliosphere, and right into the moving edge of our galactic environment. We'll reveal what's really looming above and below us, and why you've likely never heard about it. Stick with us, because once you see the full shape of the world we live in, you'll never look at those flat textbook diagrams the same way again. From childhood, we're taught to picture our solar system like a tidy cosmic clock, planets orbiting neatly along a flat disk, circling the sun like marbles on a string. It's a familiar image, comforting even. But what if this iconic diagram was never meant to reveal the truth, but instead to hide it? What if the story we've been told is just the surface of something far more chaotic, more mysterious? The so-called ecliptic plane, where planets supposedly orbit in harmony, is not a perfect sheet of glass. It's a turbulent ocean. Mercury dances at a tilted angle, swaying 7 degrees from this imagined flatness. Pluto, long stripped of its planetary title, veers wildly at a staggering 17 degrees. And then there are the comets, those icy messengers from deep space, who defy the system altogether, diving toward us from angles that no textbook can predict. They're not the exception. They're the evidence. They reveal that our solar system is not flat, not orderly, and certainly not still. It's alive, breathing, shifting, and layered with hidden dimensions that stretch not just outward, but upward and downward, into regions we rarely even acknowledge. When we speak of above or below in space, we borrow words that belong to Earth. Up and down make sense in our world, where gravity pins us to a spinning globe. But in the void, those directions lose meaning. Instead, astronomers use a different frame, the ecliptic, an imaginary plane carved from the average orbital paths of the planets. And yet, by doing so, they reduce a three-dimensional wilderness into a two-dimensional myth. Consider this. Every orbit, every trajectory that doesn't lie neatly within this artificial slice of space is labeled irregular. But what if it's the slice that's wrong? What if reality is spherical, not flat, chaotic, not orderly? For decades, the model has erased what lies above and below that plane. Why? Because to acknowledge it would require reimagining everything. The Oort Cloud, a massive shell of icy debris encasing our system, stretches nearly 2 light-years in every direction, up, down, around. It's not a feature. It's the architecture, And still, most diagrams omit it entirely, shrinking the complexity of space to a single, misleading layer. But those icy ghosts that fall into view from all directions remind us the sky does not end at the orbit of Neptune. It expands endlessly, in all directions, whispering truths we've been taught to ignore. They appear suddenly, icy wanderers streaking across the night, with tails blazing and orbits that make no earthly sense. Comets aren't just visitors, they're rebels. They come from the edges, not from the plane of planets, but from above, from below, from places that shouldn't exist if our diagrams were true. Their journeys tell a different story. Many of them travel along steep, looping paths, plunging into the solar system like cosmic arrows loosed from the dark. These aren't minor anomalies, they are vital clues. Each one is a fingerprint from the deep, carrying whispers from the Oort Cloud, that vast, spherical realm we pretend not to see. And yet, we have no images of it, no direct confirmation. It's a ghost, inferred by the chaos of these cometary paths. Still, its influence is undeniable. It tells us our system isn't a plate, it's a bubble, a three-dimensional shell of frozen time, swirling far beyond what we're taught to imagine. The comets prove it. They descend from the heights, breach our safe flatness, and return to the void. They are not just messengers, they are the evidence. Imagine a shell of ancient ice stretching farther than your mind can follow, a hollow sphere encasing our entire solar system, not in myth, but in silence. The Oort Cloud isn't a ring, it's a cocoon. Extending nearly 2 light-years in every direction, this invisible sphere houses trillions of frozen relics, fragments of the solar system's forgotten youth. It's the cradle of long-period comets, the birthplace of icy wanderers, and yet most of us have never heard of it. Why is that? Why do the textbooks show us the inner planets, but skip the very structure that holds them all in place? Perhaps because the truth is too big. The Oort Cloud doesn't lie along a plane. It hovers above, below, beyond, and it changes everything. If this ghostly sphere is real, and the comets say it is, then our solar system is not a flat vinyl record. It's a floating snow globe in a cosmic winter, surrounded by a shimmering fog of icy secrets. And we're inside it, drifting through the dark, pretending we know where the edges are. Now imagine this, an invisible bubble, shaped not like a sphere, but like a teardrop, streaming behind our sun as it rockets through the galaxy. This is the Heliosphere, the true boundary of our solar system, and possibly the only reason life on Earth can exist. Born from the sun's solar wind, it creates a vast magnetic shield, protecting us from deadly cosmic radiation, galactic particles, and high-energy interstellar threats. But this shield is not fixed. It's fluid, living, constantly shaped by pressure from beyond, from the interstellar medium we barely talk about. NASA's twin Voyager probes have crossed its edge, the heliopause, and told us what lies beyond, a realm where solar particles fade and galactic forces take over. Yet ask anyone about the solar system's boundary, and they'll point to Neptune. It's not their fault. We were never taught that the true frontier isn't a planet, but an invisible veil, rippling as we plunge through space at 200 kilometers per second. The heliosphere is not an accessory. It's the fortress, and it surrounds us, above and below, stretching far beyond the last planet's orbit, a reminder that our solar system is not a map. It's a voyage. Now open your imagination a little wider, because even the heliosphere is not the final chapter. Beyond it lies another realm, the local interstellar cloud, a patch of denser-than-average galactic dust and gas, nearly 30 light-years across. Our entire solar system, heliosphere and all, is currently embedded in this cloud. We're swimming in it. And yet, how often is this cosmic fact ever mentioned? This cloud isn't just scenery. It interacts with our heliosphere, shaping it, pressing against it, even influencing how cosmic rays leak into our system. The boundaries of our protective bubble shrink or expand depending on the pressure from this interstellar fog. It's like drifting through underwater currents, not knowing which eddies might tear your ship apart. And as our solar system races through the galaxy, it won't remain in this cloud forever. We will one day emerge, or crash into another one. And yet this story, this breathtaking voyage through the living sea of space, is almost never told. Because the real structure of our cosmic neighborhood, layered, turbulent, alive, is far messier than the tidy illustrations we were raised to believe. Now, lift your eyes further into the abyss, beyond the cloud we drift through, and you'll find yourself inside a vast, yawning void. It's called the local bubble, and it stretches over 300 light-years across. But this isn't empty space by accident. This is a scar, a wound carved into the galaxy by ancient supernovae, stellar detonations so violent they burned holes in the interstellar medium. Our solar system is floating inside this aftermath, surrounded by walls of denser material like the rim of a forgotten crater. Scientists believe we've been inside this bubble for millions of years, but how many people know we live in the aftermath of stellar violence? That we orbit a calm star inside the echo of death? The density inside the bubble is 10 times lower than the galactic average, and this strange emptiness shapes everything, from how cosmic rays bombard us to how our heliosphere is molded by the pressure, or lack thereof. It's not just a backdrop, it's a revelation. We're not sitting still in a neighborhood. We're riding through a ghost town, surrounded by the remnants of cataclysms, quiet now, but still humming with ancient energy. Let's challenge one more illusion, that our solar system is fixed in place, gently turning in a cosmic carousel. The truth? We are moving fast. Our entire solar system is hurtling through the galaxy at nearly 200 kilometers per second. That's over 400,000 miles per hour. We orbit the center of the Milky Way in a giant ellipse, a journey that takes about 25 to 250 million years. That's longer than humanity has existed. In fact, the last time we were in this position in the galaxy, dinosaurs still ruled the Earth. This motion isn't smooth. It's chaotic, turbulent, and ever-changing. As we journey, we pass through different galactic neighborhoods, some dense with gas and dust, others strangely empty. Each region changes how the heliosphere behaves, how cosmic radiation reaches Earth, and even possibly how mass extinctions might unfold. But we rarely speak of this galactic voyage. Why? Because the image of a static solar system is easier to draw and easier to understand. But the reality is more poetic. We are cosmic wanderers, never in the same place twice, tracing invisible spirals across a galaxy filled with secrets. And most of us don't even realize we're moving. Zoom out one more time. Past the Oort Cloud, past the local bubble, past even the Milky Way's familiar arms, and you'll discover something most never hear about: the Galactic Halo. It's not a halo of light or angels. It's a vast, spherical cloud of dark matter, old stars, and globular clusters, extending hundreds of thousands of light-years above and below the galaxy's flattened disk. And yes, our solar system floats inside it. This halo holds the true shape of our galaxy, not a tidy spiral pancake, but a layered orb with luminous and invisible shells. This structure contains the majority of the galaxy's mass, but remains virtually invisible in schoolbooks, classroom posters, or even most documentaries. Why? Perhaps because it forces us to admit that what we see is only a sliver of what exists. The stars and planets? They're like sparks on the surface of a bonfire, dazzling but shallow. The halo is the furnace behind them, and we are inside it. Above and below, reality stretches farther than light can reach. Yet we keep staring at a flat map, never asking what lies in the depths that textbooks refuse to show. Now we're entering the realm of the invisible. Beyond the glowing stars and clouds of dust, there lies something we cannot detect with our eyes or instruments directly. Dark matter. It doesn't emit light. It doesn't reflect it. But it's everywhere. And it's especially thick in the halo around our galaxy. Imagine this. Above and below the solar system, stretching out into the galactic void, there is a ghostly web of gravitational influence. It cradles galaxies. It dictates motion. And yet, we've never seen it. The only way we know it's there is by observing its gravitational fingerprints, the way galaxies spin too fast, the way stars move through the galactic halo as if something massive and unseen is tugging on them. Could this be what lurks above and below our world? A cosmic skeleton we're too blind to trace. If our solar system is sailing through this dark ocean, what waves does it create? What ripples might echo through unseen dimensions we don't yet understand? It's humbling to realize we're surrounded by something that shapes everything, yet remains undetectable. Our cosmic ignorance isn't just about distance, it's about depth. We often talk about Earth's weather as if it's unique. Storms, winds, heat, cold. But what about interstellar weather? Our solar system is not sealed off from the galaxy, it's immersed in it. And just like Earth moves through changing atmospheric conditions, our planetary system moves through shifting clouds of interstellar gas, plasma, and magnetic fields. When we pass through denser regions, the heliosphere, our protective bubble, compresses. When we drift into emptier zones, it expands. These changes can affect how much cosmic radiation reaches Earth, potentially altering climate, mutating DNA, or impacting satellite functionality. But has anyone told you this? Has anyone shown you that the space above is not silent, but dynamic? That what's below may be stirring with magnetic flux or ionized gas from a past supernova? It's an atmospheric ocean, unseen but ever-present. And every few million years, we pass through a denser cloud, a storm in space, with consequences we've only begun to study. Our voyage is not passive. The galaxy touches us. It leaves fingerprints in the form of isotopes buried in ice cores and anomalies in solar cycles. The real space weather isn't just above our heads. It's all around, flowing through every layer of our unseen surroundings. We've been taught to think flat, a solar system shaped like a pancake, orbiting around a galaxy shaped like another pancake. But the universe is anything but two-dimensional. What lies above the solar system? The Oort Cloud, the Heliosphere, the halo. What lies below? The same, mirrored and infinite. The vertical dimension is the one we ignore most. Yet, it is the very space through which comets dive, through which our solar system rises and falls like a cork bobbing on galactic tides. You see, as we orbit the Milky Way's center, we don't stay flat. We oscillate, gently waving above and below the galactic plane every 30 million years or so. Some scientists even wonder if these vertical motions are connected to cycles of extinction on Earth, and if passing through dense galactic zones could stir chaos, disrupting the delicate balance of life. This up-and-down motion turns our cosmic journey into a spiral, not a circle. It turns our place in the universe into something more poetic, more unsettling, more awe-inspiring. We are not on a merry-go-round. We are rising and falling through a living, breathing galactic ocean, drifting in directions no textbook ever warned us to look. Most of us think of the solar system as something fixed, anchored. But nothing could be further from the truth. Our entire solar system is moving, slicing through the galaxy at roughly 828,000 kilometers per hour, careening through ever-changing cosmic terrain. This movement is not just linear. It's curved, tilted, spiraled, and unsteady. We orbit the Milky Way's core every 230 million years, but we also wobble as we go. pulled slightly up and down, buffeted by gravity from neighboring stars and dense molecular clouds. Above us, the galactic north stretches into interstellar voids. Below us, gravitational wells tug at our course. It's not a smooth ride. It's like sailing across a cosmic ocean, with currents we don't fully understand through waters that are far from calm. And this isn't just poetic, it's physical. Some researchers believe that when our solar system passes through denser galactic regions, it triggers disturbances, increases in comet influx, radiation shifts, or even mass extinction events on Earth. Motion defines context. We are not in the galaxy. We are moving through it, and every direction we don't look, above, below, behind, could be shaping the story we call home. Here's the most haunting truth of all. Most science textbooks stop at the planets. They might mention the Oort Cloud as a footnote, the Heliosphere as a diagram, or dark matter as a hypothesis. But they don't tell you that our solar system is a speck, embedded inside nested layers of increasingly vast, increasingly mysterious structures. Imagine this. You are on Earth, which orbits the Sun, which travels with other stars in the local bubble, a sparse region blown open by ancient supernovas. That bubble is embedded within the Orion Arm, a spur of our Milky Way. The Milky Way itself is distorted, warped, and wound into spiral arms. Yet it, too, is just part of the local group, a gravitational gathering of galaxies drifting toward a region of unimaginable gravity called the Great Attractor. And even that is part of Laniakea, a supercluster stretching 500 million light-years across. Above us, below us, we're caught in a cosmic web, layered like the rings of a tree, expanding outward in all directions. Why is this complexity left out of our daily education? Perhaps because it makes us feel small. But within that smallness lies truth, and in truth, awe. And awe, not comfort, is the birthplace of discovery. It's time we reclaimed the full story, not the flattened textbook models, not the sanitized diagrams that remove complexity for clarity's sake, but the raw, multidimensional, untamed universe that surrounds us. When we look up from Earth, we should no longer imagine a blank sky dotted with planets on a flat disk. We should picture layers of structure, dynamic, invisible, alive with forces we're only beginning to grasp. Above and below our planetary plane lie dark matter veils, cometary reservoirs, charged particle flows, warped space-time, and galactic tides. These are not distant mysteries. They are the real context of our existence. Every time we teach space as flat, we rob ourselves of that reality. Every time we picture the solar system as a chart instead of a living thing, we lose connection to the deeper rhythm we're part of. Above us is not just space. Below us is not just void. They are the dimensions of a cosmic heartbeat, pulsing with history, danger, wonder, and potential. And when we stop reducing that to 2 dimensions, maybe, just maybe, we'll start seeing ourselves not as passengers, but as participants in the grandest structure ever conceived. So now we stand here, at the end of this journey, yet somehow at the very beginning of a far greater one. If you've made it this far, then something in you resonates with truth that goes deeper than diagrams and definitions. Maybe you've always sensed it, that the universe above your head isn't flat, isn't neat, isn't quiet. It's wild, it's layered, it's alive. We've been shown a solar system like a spinning vinyl record, where everything stays in its lane and nothing dares to rise or fall. But the truth? It's a 3-dimensional symphony of orbits, clouds, flows, and fields, dancing through a galaxy that itself bends, warps, and expands. What lies above and below the planetary plane isn't just empty black. It's structure, motion, influence. It's where comets are born and where radiation battles to reach us. It's where the boundaries of life itself are written in particles and pressure and time. And maybe, just maybe, it's where the answers to the next great questions are waiting. Why haven't we been told this fuller story? Perhaps because complexity doesn't fit easily into classrooms. But you've proven that your curiosity doesn't stop at the surface, that you're willing to dig deeper, to question the models, to feel awe again. So here's what I ask. Don't let this journey end here. Look up tonight, not just at the stars, but through them. Wonder what's beyond the flatness we've been taught. Ask the uncomfortable questions. Share this video. Start conversations. Demand more than the simplified story. And if you felt a shift tonight, even a small one, subscribe to this channel. This is where we unravel the cosmic veil, one revelation at a time. Because the truth isn't just out there. It's above us, below us, around us, and it's waiting to be seen. Thanks for watching. And remember, in a universe this deep, every question is a doorway. Keep walking through them. Mysterious Universe.